Welcome back to the Celtics Nation Rise recap. I'm Griffin Aldridge,
I'm Luis Gomez.
and your Boston Celtics have won with a final score of 124 to 104, beating the Philadelphia 76ers. How you feeling, Lewis?
Pretty great, bro. We needed this, especially against the 76ers. We needed to embarrass them, blow them out. We did 20 points. It's a good night, bro. Now they could because they're crazy over there. They're like crazy fans and stuff like that. I know they're like definitely crying right now, but it's a good night to be a Boston Celtics fan. I will tell you that.
I think you said it great there. It's a great night to be a Boston fan. For one, their Wells Fargo arena was just booming with Celtics fans. That's all you heard is "Let's go Celtics." The crowd just brought the energy tonight, and I think it's one of those wins that was just kind of a statement win to a team that's not figuring things out, but. When you have Paul George, Tyrese Maxey, and Joel Embiid, even though Joel Embiid looked like a robot with all that padding on his knee, uh, you still made a statement win. And I think that's what you need to credit with the Boston Celtics because you think of those names, uh, any given night, they could have a good game. Like even robot Joel Embiid still had 15 points, Like obviously he didn't make the blocks he was supposed to, but Robo Joel Embiid still had those 15 points.
Yeah. Apparently, I think in the third quarter we were beating them by 29.
Yeah. Yeah.
We were up by 29 and stuff like that. And their biggest lead against us was I think, in the first quarter by 3 points. Like they never had like a chance with us.
Yeah, we it was just a dominant Celtics victory. It was one that you wouldn't look back on. Kind of the Sixers would get little points here and then, but realistically, we won all quarters but the fourth, and if you wanted to get into the quarters actually for us.
Yeah, I got you. So in the first quarter, it was a big one. The Celtics had 36 points, and the 76ers had 28 points. So pretty good quarter for us. We little by little we went the first quarter and then we win the second quarter. That's how that's how I see it. But in the second quarter, Celtics had 36 points and the 76ers 28 points. Basically the same thing as the first quarter. And then in the third quarter, Celtics had 28 points and the 76ers had 18 points. And then in the fourth quarter, Celtics was 24 points and the 76ers were 30, but the victory wasn't. We secured the bag.
Yeah, and I think half of that, I want to give a shout out to Drew Holiday. I think his presence was missed. Had 20 minutes, 8 points, one rebound, two assists, and shot 50. But like, it's just that defensive presence. It's that him causing havoc on the defensive side of the ball. I think that was missed for the Boston Celtics, and it shows you when their team is back and we're in full ready to go mode like we're beating any team in this league. And I know the Sixers have been losing, but we still, right after All-Star break, when everyone's been sitting around, and I think that's why you cut some slack for Philadelphia. Like I'm more excited to see our next matchup. But still, 20-point victory. The Celtics have been on a roll.
Yeah, they've been in a row, and I mean, I'm not. I'm about to talk about the players, even though Tatum. I liked what I saw from Tatum today, bro.
With 15 points. Triple double though. Triple double.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. People sometimes it's not about just the points. He got the rebounds and the assists, and I like to see that. He wasn't doing good from the field goal. I know that, but you know what? Let me let me help my team by getting rebounds. Let me help my team by getting assists. You get me? I like that. So because it's not every night you're gonna shoot 30 points. You get me? You could struggle. We're humans, but I like to see that. Like, hey, I'm gonna do my job. I'm gonna get rebounds and I'm gonna get assists and I'm gonna contribute into this win.
Great take. Great take. I completely agree. I think it's one of those nights where you look at him and you're not like, wait, he didn't have 30 points. It's one of those nights that you look at him and he didn't need to have 30 points because it was a Celtics win, you know? It was a very dominant win for the Boston Celtics and it was I'm gonna say it again, we've said it a million times. It was really more so a team effort. That's what it was. It took a team effort for the Boston Celtics win tonight.
Yeah, I did. And
What were you saying?
it was really good to watch.
It was
It was a
fun.
nice one.
It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. But we will get into the Sixers stats for you. Tyrese Maxey kept him to 16 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists, 1 steal, and shot 60. Paul George had a better night than he has been having. 17 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, and shot 50%. I saw something saying that Chris Paul right now is better than Paul George, and that should not be the case at this point in his
It
career.
is crazy. That is crazy, bro.
Chris Paul, I'm watching the Spurs game right now. Tragic what happened with Wemby, by the way. Have you heard about that?
No, what happened?
Blood clot. He's done for the rest of the season, and this could be a career-ending injury.
Oh my God,
But
that's
they're
crazy.
hopeful that it's not. He's out for the rest of the season, but they're hopeful it's not. But it's something not to mess around with because I guess Chris Bosh, uh, he had this and he retired shortly after. But Brandon Ingram
Wait,
have this too, and he's still playing. So
so that depends on him.
yeah,
Depends, yeah.
yeah.
Hopefully he's good. It's
Yeah.
like he's really young, you get me? You don't want to see someone young, like someone's that young and really talented,
No.
like, had to retire at such an early age. This is what, his second year in the league, right?
Yeah,
This is,
second year in the league.
I remember when he got drafted.
Yeah, I don't think he will. They're playing it cautious, but it's something to be scared about. Um, no Lonnie Walker, by the way, for the Sixers. Other than that, you really haven't had any other stellar performance. Kelly
They
Oubre,
wanted to see him.
yeah, a little bit. I think it doesn't really matter with him, um, because I don't think he's gonna go out there and like Lonnie Walker has never been a role player, you know? Like he's been a bench piece that kind of just whatever, da da da, but he's never
Yeah.
been like a big stud. So I don't think he's gonna make a crazy change to the Sixers or went out there and dropped 30 points against us. Anyways, that's just something I don't see Lonnie doing. So I think
Yeah,
he's
I see it the same way.
yeah, I think he's moving all his stuff from overseas and coming over and gonna try to play some ball. Yeah, but I will get into the Celtic stats for you. Jordan Walsh, 5 minutes, no other stats. Nemias Queta, 5 minutes, 2 rebounds, no other stats. Was 0 from 1 from the field goal. Sam Hauser, 3 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and shot 16.7%. Yikes. Torrey Craig, 9 minutes, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 blocks and didn't shoot any shots. Uh, you had Drew Holiday. I already said his stats, but 8 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists, and shot 50%. Al Horford, 11 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, and shot 57.1%. I was impressed with what he was doing tonight. I like what I saw from him. I think you could kind of mention him and mention from for a Celtics Nation Rise MVP, but he definitely won't get it. But just
Yeah.
give him a little credit. Uh, you got the unicorn. I like what I was seeing from Porzingis. He showed great basketball tonight. In 25 minutes, he had 17 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block, and shot 45.5% from the field goal. Good night.
Mhm.
Derek White, 16 points, 10 rebounds, 2 assists, and shot 50% from the field goal. I wanted to mention this. I saw this during the game. I like kind of what he does, and you see sometimes like this is an easy way to get a steal, but he kind of passes the ball through the defenders and kind of swims through them. He had such a crisp one. I think it was in the second or the third, and just stood out to me. I wanted to mention that on the pod. Luke Cornett in 17 minutes had 6 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 2 blocks, and shot 75%, and he was amazing. Another thing I want to mention on the big man Al Horford, for being his age, 38, and diving for balls like that and just putting his body on the line is why I mention him here. Really is.
I mean, yeah, that's a player that gives it all for gives everything he has for his team. That's what you want. That's what you want on your team, bro. That's why they're the champs. You know, having people like that. There's reasons. You get me? Like
Oh
they
yeah.
have earned the championships, and it's not like, oh, we got lucky and won it. You get me? No,
No.
there's reasons.
There's reasons, like you said. Now we move into Jaylen Brown. I think this is where you could mention top Celtics Nation Rise MVPs. Jaylen Brown looked great out there tonight. Looked like prime Jaylen Brown. In 27 minutes, he had 20 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, and shot 53.8%. I like what he was doing from the three-point land. But then you move into Tatum. The thing that frustrates me is in 35 minutes, so you can't facilitate more points, but he only shot 13 shots anyway, so you can't hate on the guy. He had a good game. Like you were
Yeah,
saying, you like what he did other than scoring the ball. He had 15 points, 11 rebounds, 10 assists, 1 steal, and shot 38.5% from the field goal. Good game.
not bad.
Good game.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie with you. I will. It's a pretty good game. It's a pretty good game. Like those are stats that sometimes like he's Jason Tatum. Sometimes they're gonna play you, a little bit. They're gonna play him a little bit difficult to make it difficult for him, because he's Jason Tatum. He's a superstar, and they're gonna want to stop him, but you can't stop him from getting rebounds and assists and being a team player.
Yeah, you really can't. He played team basketball tonight. That you said that and summed that up perfectly. But there's one guy that stood out to me, and he stood out to me in the first, second, third, fourth quarter. He was electric all game long, and I even said even if Tatum has one of those nights, I'm still picking this guy because he had such a good night and was so effective for the Boston Celtics. And that name is your sixth man of the year, hopefully this year, Peyton Pritchard, who had 28 points, 4 assists, and shot 55.6% from the field goal and had 8 threes, made 8 threes. He was just electric tonight. And for me, I'm going to vote Peyton Pritchard for Celtics Nation Rise MVP.
I'm not gonna lie with you. I really like Tatum. I really did, but I'm down to go with Pritchard. He had an amazing night, and sometimes, I know Tatum is always winning the MVPs and stuff like that, but Pritchard had a hell of a game, so I'm going with him.
He did. Ultimately, though, I thought it was a good game for Boston. Like we really executed tonight. We had a great game plan coming in, and it wasn't even like if this game was even closer, this was a textbook win. It's just what you want to ask for, and I'm happy to see it, and I hope we see some good games coming forward. So, with that being said, we will see you early on Sunday as the Boston Celtics face the New York Knicks at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So, thank you guys for watching. Your Boston Celtics again are have won with a final score of 124 to 104. And we were talking about this last night with David. The Boston Celtics have got to that mark of 40 wins, which he said, Phil Jackson, the Bulls' old head coach, said in NBA, you have to be at 40 wins. 40-20 is the 40-20 rule. And we're at 40 wins. So that makes us a championship winning team. So, you heard it here first. Thank you guys again for watching. Peace.
Peace, y'all.